Hi folks, January 19th, 2014. I just thought I'd do a quick little video, kind of what's going on in the world for you non-Christians out there. A lot of yous, I hear this from time to time. You know, I thought you said God was coming back this year, next year, or in 2011, 2012, 13. Well, first of all, I've never set dates, never will. You know, and I hear Christians quote, "We don't know the day or the hour," and that's right, we don't. But Christ did say we'd know the season. He gives us signs. I mean, if he didn't want us to know, he wouldn't be giving us signs. So, anyway, nice cold day, by the way, and it's not too bad in the woods. But anyway, let's just do a little recap. Now, 2011 is when I started noticing a lot of earth changes, earthquakes, weather patterns, animal, sea life dying off, cattle, eagles, blackbirds dropping out of the sky in Beebe, Arkansas twice on New Year's Eve. A lot of this kind of stuff started happening, and then it started expanding in 2012. And in 2013, it's gotten worse every year. And if you don't believe me, just Google, you know, mass animal die-offs. I mean, right there, you're going to find it. I mean, every year since 2011, it's quadrupled, and it's getting worse. I mean, before we know it, we're not going to have too much animal life left on this planet. I'm going to take a seat here. But my thing is this: you just can't take one example. You just can't take animal die-offs, or you just can't take the weather. I mean, I noticed last summer that when we have lightning storms, we have lightning without thunder. Now, you guys tell me when that happened. You've been growing up just like I have. You new people starting out in life, you people my age, around 50, you tell me when you have multiple lightning bolts and when there's no thunder. And if you don't believe me, next time go outside when we have a spring storm and watch it. Just watch to see. I mean, we have a little bit of thunder with them, but every time when I was growing up, if there was a bolt of lightning, bam, you'd hear the thunder. And lightning that's pink and orange and illuminates the ground when it hits. I was in a lightning storm in Central Illinois last summer, and I'm not scared of much. I mean, it takes a lot for me to get frightened. But I'll tell you what, I didn't even want to get out of my car. It was hitting everywhere around me. I didn't even like being in my car. So, biblical numbers mean a lot. 2011, let's take that for instance, means disorder, judgment. 2012, the number 12 means governmental order. That means God setting things in place. 13, apostasy. 2013, rebellion. Have we not seen that? And then 2014, 14 means deliverance. Now, so far, just about everything has matched up with these numbers. So, let's hope God comes back in 2014. I'm not sure if he will or not. But we have to look at the signs. We're having mass wars, mass starvation, earthquakes all over the place, in divers places the Bible calls it, which means different places. And then we also have the sun. The sun's, it goes to sleep for a while, then it just erupts like there's no tomorrow. And when it erupts, we've been very fortunate. We've missed some X-class flares, just barely missed us. By the grace of God, if we'd been hit by some of these, we wouldn't have power right now. And people take that stuff for granted. You know, you gotta look out your window once in a while, guys. You people that don't believe, Bible told me you'd say that in the last days. And he wouldn't have put that in there. God wouldn't have put that in there unless he knew you guys were going to be saying this. And you Christians you lukewarm Christians that are halfway asleep, you know, you just well be one or the other. Either you should be just dead asleep or not asleep at all. I mean, pick one. I can't stand people that straddle the fence. Wishy-washy, can't make a decision one way or another. I mean, you're wasting people's time. You're wasting God's time. And so, you know, we're not supposed to be wasting God's time. We're supposed to be helping him out. And, you know, you're going to get ridiculed when you tell people that, hey, is it normal for people to eat other people? Like China right now, folks. They're starving. If you look at the fat leader over there, and I'm sorry, that's what he is, a disgusting leader. His people are starving. Over 800 of them were reported eating their own kind last year. Well, actually in the last few years. One family member dug up their baby that died of starvation, dug him up and ate him because they have no food. Syria, the rebels over there slaughtering Christians right and left, beheading them, burning them, crucifying them. Egypt, all over. Iraq, Saudi Arabia. You better not be a Christian if you're over there. You know, these things are happening. Now, you can ignore them and pretend that they don't exist, just like Fukushima. You can ignore that the 80 tons of nuclear waste per day is going into the ocean. You can ignore that, but your seacoast won't. Your animal life won't. They'll just keep dying, washing up on shore. Just like this stupid spill that we have in West Virginia. I talk about all these poisoned waters. Well, what about the rivers flow into the Mississippi and the Ohio and the Mississippi, and they keep going all the way down to the Gulf. What about all those people that are experiencing this poison that they haven't talked about yet? Why is FEMA Region 3? Why did they have this stuff and themselves all set up with like biohazard warfare, I call it. They call it healthcare to help people out. But why were they all set up prior to this spill? And it happened to just be in their region. You know, ask yourself these questions. Why is our president, why does he hate anything that's moral in this nation that's going into bestiality, homosexuality? You got to ask yourself these questions. And were they like that when you were a kid? And I'll hear Christians every now and then go, yeah, we've had these problems over the years. No, we haven't. Not on this scale. We've had people, yes, that's done all these different things at one time or the other. And we even had earthquakes in the 1800s. That was so big that the Mississippi River flowed backwards. Yeah. But everything's escalating. You watch the summer storms this year. They were bad last year. You watch the lightning storms this year. You're going to see things in 2014 like you've never seen. Every year this stuff is escalating. And we're in the beginning of the red moons as well. 4 of them between now and 2015. You know, prophecy's coming to, it's coming to a head. And God wants us to wake up. He wants us to help wake up the dead. And folks, you people out there that are awake, 99.9% of the public is dead. They're walking around. They got 3 things on their mind: money, sex, and housing. That's about the 3 things that they think of. Then maybe add 4 to it: movies. You know, it don't take much to distract the human species in this world anymore. Satan knows it. His middle name should be called Distraction. You know, I don't know what to say anymore. When I walk around on this planet and I see the things that I see, the things that are going overseas, on how Christians are being, well, their rights are being taken away here. They're being jailed now if they preach without a permit in certain states. You can't take a picture of a police officer anymore without getting arrested while he's beating somebody to death. It's okay for them to do that. DHS is setting up shop for the financial collapse that's around the corner. The NSA, a giant organization that's hell-bent on tracking and monitoring everything that you say, all the way down to your new electronic stove that you buy and put in your kitchen. Things that are monitoring you on every move that you make. Key words that they want to pick up on to see if they can do something about you in the near future and get you out of the way. I'm just going to tell you, folks, the day that they say there's no cash and we go to a cashless society, and the day that they require everybody to take a microchip, I am out of the grid. Understand that. You're going to have to draw some lines in the sand. This could be the year for it. You got to stay awake. Don't get to sleep, or don't go to sleep. Don't think that this is going to pass and go on and our economy is going to turn around. It will not turn around. I'm self-employed. I have to be very positive about what I do every day, and I know that it's not going to turn around. Doesn't mean I'm throwing in the towel. It just means that I got a different set of eye glasses on. So pay attention to your surroundings. Look at it. Look what's coming ahead. Put something back. Put some food back. Water. Especially water. You just watch what happened in West Virginia. People with no water. You can't live without water. One of the main things you got to have. Cheap, inexpensive to get right now, but it won't be in the future. So, 2014, it means deliverance. And we're going to need deliverance from what's coming, what's here. Just open your eyes. You lukewarm Christians, you better get one-on-one with God. And He needs to open your eyes. Anyway, you guys have a great day.